I'm Kerrie Stanley.
And I'm Dolly Diamond.
And welcome to Kerrie and Dolly's house party.
Oh.
We're a little bit excited tonight.
We are.
Why?
Because we're 10.
Yes. We've got
10 episodes.
I know. And the following way, we're so grateful to all of you that are tuning in. We see you and we want to hear from you.
Yeah, not all of you, but
No, just some of you.
No, all
just
of
the
you.
funny ones.
All of you, isn't it? All of you. We love that you're enjoying what we're doing, as we are, aren't we?
Absolutely. And
Loving
we've got lots of things happening in tonight's show. I have to say, we're having a bit of a giggle before we started. Actually, you're lucky we got me on a bit of a straight face. I had the giggles. This one, it was a little bit...
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. You know, we get asked what we do in the build-up to this. You were asked, weren't you, if we
have an auto cue?
Oh, I mean, really?
No.
You could not script this shit. No way. No way.
I just keep thinking of Anchorman, but that's one of my favourite films, and of course, you know, it's like, hey, San Diego.
There's no way. But we, but we obviously, we do this over and over and over again, don't we?
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
No, not one bit.
Why would you? We want it to be natural and spontaneous, just like your messages.
Well, we've got our studio audience of one tonight, which is what we're allowed. Of course, we've got fabulous Darcy, who's doing all our teching. He's amazing. And Luke Gallagher, who you will hear throughout that wasn't very, it was pretty.
That was Madam.
No, that was lovely.
And
we're
Gavin's in the room.
Gavin.
Yes.
And Gavin asked the question, because I made a post today about inner dialogue. And what was my inner dialogue today?
What was it?
Oh, well, at 6:30 this morning, it was cold.
Yes.
That was my first thought.
Freezing.
Got over that. Went out, went for a walk. Very nice. Exercise, key to a healthy mind. And
it's not easy, though, is it?
No.
We do not want to get out of bed when it's that cold.
No, but I have to say hello to my best friend Joe, who's watching, keeping me accountable. Otherwise, we're like, no, stay in bed.
Exactly. Well, luckily, there's really warm weather on the way in Europe. It's getting worse over here, isn't it?
Yes.
Australia, it's winter. If you're wherever you're watching in the world, you might be watching in any part of the world on all of our social media. We would love it, though, if you might give a little like to Kerrie and Dolly's Facebook. We would love that.
Yes, that way too. You can, we're popping up lots of different things of our contributors and people behind the scenes. Well, we will. We haven't yet, but we will. We've just been finding our feet with it all.
We absolutely loathe self-promotion. But it's got to be done. It's got to be done.
Just check out the 400 posts that Dolly Diamond does daily.
Yes. Right, we are almost ready to get the news.
I thought you were about to say we're almost out of time.
No, well, almost. We are ready to get the news in our lives, and there's only one woman that can do that. It is, of course, the one and only Judy Kelly.
Thanks, Kerrie. Thanks, Dolly. Good evening. I'm Judy Kelly from Joy News for Kerrie and Dolly's house party with an optimist's bent on what's making news this week. First, today's good numbers from Australia's COVID-19 statistics. Nationwide, the total number of active cases has dropped below 500 for the first time since March 17th. This number represents 6.5% of all infections reported since the first case in Australia in late January. After spreading acts of kindness to over 500,000 followers on Facebook, the Kindness Pandemic is partnering with Drummond Street Services to launch the Family Kindness Campaign. The campaign comes from a need for innovative ways to support families during COVID-19 and will focus on 4 areas: new mums, grateful families, families that bend, and the village purse. The New South Wales government has provided a $50 million boost to the state's arts sector to support companies suffering due to coronavirus lockdown. The Rescue and Restart package will allow not-for-profit arts and cultural organisations to hibernate now and restart operations when health guidelines permit. Assessments will be on a case-by-case basis. The Australian Research Centre in Sex, Health and Society at La Trobe and Macquarie Universities have received a grant to investigate the impact of LGBT conversion practices in Australia. The research team says the study will be instrumental in informing future treatment and support, and it will identify strategies for communities to progress mutual health rights objectives for significant social, cultural and health benefits for Australians. Pixar Animation is making some progress in LGBT representation after releasing a short film featuring the studio's first gay lead character. The 10-minute short Out tells the story of Greg, a young man struggling to tell his parents that he's gay, and his journey to acceptance. Out also features a rainbow-riding purple sparkly cat and a pink dog. This week marked Pansexual and Panromantic Awareness and Visibility Day. The Pansexual Pride flag was created just 10 years ago, and since 2015, May 24th has been the day to uplift, elevate and celebrate those who identify as pansexual or panromantic. It's also an opportunity for education within our community, with the contemporary definition of pansexual relatively new within the English lexicon. And finally, a priest in Detroit has gone viral after continuing to provide blessing services to his churchgoers while practicing safe social distancing. Father Timothy Pelk hosted a drive-through Easter blessing, wearing gloves, a face mask and a face shield. Initially, Father Pelk had intended to provide small vials of holy water to families as they drove through, but instead he came up with the inventive solution of using a squirt gun to shoot holy water onto his socially distant parishioners in their cars. That's the latest from Joy TV News for Tuesday, May 26th. I've been Judy Kelly. Now it's back to Kerrie and Dolly's house party.
So much information.
Judy, where do you store it?
In her bedroom.
Store it.
Or
Unbelievable.
out of the bedroom.
Got a finger right on it. Always with the news.
Joyful. Now, Judy did make mention of the kindness pandemic, and we are very excited to have the CEO and the coordinator, obviously, of the whole kit and caboodle.
Yes.
You threw me before, but sorry, they're
Yes.
trying to sabo me here, people.
Sabo.
Sabo.
Let's
is that
get a bit more Aussie. Oh, they're trying to sabo me.
They're trying to sabo me. Sabotage me. Oh, that's the Catherine. I know, Catherine Barrett. Sometimes the Queensland comes out in me.
Oh,
yes.
I know. Well, there's
Sabo.
nothing wrong with it either.
No, absolutely not.
No, you'll go there again one day.
I was going to, yes, in 3 years' time.
Yes.
And speaking of which, I want to say a quick hello to my mum and my niece Kieran. Kieran is watching for the first time.
Yes.
So this is what Auntie Kez does. Yes. God.
She does a lot more, but you won't get to see that. We are almost ready to bring on our community darling. Now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that Tina Curie is celebrating a milestone this week with Trivial Pursuit. I think it's a big old milestone. I think it might be 7 years.
Yes.
I think it
that's
is.
a big number.
He looks a lot older, but he's just as wonderful each and every week. We love him, don't we?
We absolutely do. And he's doing part 2 to his stories on rainbow families. Take it away, Dean.
Last episode, I caught up with rainbow families from around the country and asked them what it had been like having the kids at home doing online learning while physically distancing.
I got to admit that the kid's a pretty independent learner. You know, he's actually in his bedroom right now doing. Did maths. I think he's gone into English now.
So that the schooling stuff hasn't been weird or hard at all. We're just all less stressed because we're not doing the commuter bandwagon kind of business. Finish work and go upstairs and, you're there ready to have a enjoyable evening. We're spending more time together.
You realise that you don't understand how somebody learns until you're watching them learn, because they're doing a lot of remote learning with teachers in the, through Zoom.
The calls.
We get to watch the teachers teach, and he's amazing with them. Like, he's dealing with 10 or 12 kids on Zoom calls and just dealing with all the personalities. And you watch him, he's very careful to give a shout out to each student for what they're working on, and I just couldn't do it. I'd just be mute all.
We learned pretty quickly that not every family had the same experiences, especially for two of the parents I spoke to. Both have children of the same age who are on the autism spectrum, so they pick up cues and their learning approaches require thinking outside the box. While both families tackled learning in the online space as best they could, they both had very different approaches and results.
It's difficult for extrovert kids. For introvert kids, it's a bit of a boon because they're not exposed to that sort of constant sort of full-on social exposure. He found it really, really difficult in face-to-face classes with the amount of noise and sort of auditory processing that was going on with the noisy kids in class interrupting the teacher. He was missing a lot of cues from the teacher of sort of what he needed to learn. We were missing deadlines and homework all over the place because he just had no idea what he was supposed to do. But being at home, he's been like, it's all online for you. It's all there. You don't have any of that, like distractions in the room, and you can just sort of focus on the job that needs to get done.
So scheduling works really well. What doesn't work really well is when the scheduling is so tight that there's no room. They were given their regular timetable. They were given access to the teachers online via message only over a system that was massively flawed and still is. Then they said, we're only using this. And it started to go to, but for science you need this, and for that you need that. So 9 subjects, 5 different platforms. And he was confused. I was confused. So he was confused as to how to structure this, how to manage this.
After 7 or 8 weeks of this now, he's starting to say, I kind of miss the routine after school of going down to the 7-Eleven and getting a Slurpee with my mates. But, again, he's got a lot of mates who are he's a gamer, so he's a bit of a nerd. He's on Discord a lot, so he's always chatting with his mates online. Like, it's sort of like a gamer kind of teen version of Zoom, really.
I made the decision to put my son in school 2 days a week last week, 3 days a week this week. So he actually goes to school, but the system there is you basically do the same thing. You follow your timetable and you're supervised by one person who is not your teacher. He was not able to do that structure by himself. So this week we've had to I say we because I've been in conversation with the school. They've been amazing about this, keeping the schedule and the conversation going to make sure that he's at least getting some work in.
Being able to be there and see what he's doing and seeing that he's actually working, because, this is his first year in high school, kind of going up to year 7, and he doesn't want to tell you what's been going on. I have no idea what's happening at school or whether he's doing the right thing or the wrong thing. It's just me being able to have a little bit of a sneaky peek to see whether he's actually doing the job.
It's an amazing thing what they've been able to achieve. Like I said, across 5 platforms, you've got to get students sorted.
It hasn't increased my capacity as a parent needing to be there to teach the children and stuff like that, because it's all online anyway.
You can see how much they've been working on this. It's fantastic.
As children around the country start returning to school, it's good for us to think about what we can take from the experiences of the past couple of months to help with developing and learning for the future. And take a moment to think about the educators who have had to tackle all of this from a distance while keeping their students engaged.
It's a great thing that all the teachers have been doing, been put under pressure to put their whole learning style online. At least at my kids' school, they've done an amazing job. Having all the classes and all the information that you need, especially as far as expectations and deadlines up online, is really, really important. That sometimes that might get across in class to some kids.
I'm proud of them, and I'm hoping that moving forward, this is all going to be off the table for quite some time, that we don't have to do this remote learning anymore.
They're just doing a great job, and the reason it's been so great for us is because of all the hard work that they've done, setting up everything and keeping in touch with the kids and all the rest of it.
Teachers are amazing.
Teachers are amazing.
And they deserve to be earned about 1 million times more than what they currently are.
Well, you can tell them that on BTN.
Oh, okay.
There's a thank you, teachers.
Well, yeah, I could tell them that on BTN, or I could tell them that with Dean in Dean's segment.
Dean's got more listeners than BTN, mate. Let's go where the numbers are. Click per view.
One last thing for everyone heading back to school, and for everyone else as well.
If you walk into the school, there's a hand sanitising station, and you use it and keep going. Use it on the way in, use it on the way out. Make sure you use it all the time.
Oh, look, I know from some of the people that I work with that have little ones, they are very pleased, to say the least, that they have gone back to school.
Oh, I can imagine. I can really imagine.
That homeschooling business. I know that the middle schools are kind of easing back in, and the parents and caregivers will be very, very grateful for when that happens. Tough times, hard times.
Not easy,
No.
is it? Looking after little ones. Use protection, people. Use protection. I've got a message in from sunny London from my very good friend Jason Fisher-Jones, who only earlier asked me how our little show was going. I said, well, it's going really well. Why don't you watch? And they've sent us a message.
Well, he
Isn't it nice?
he sent the message because he wants to get his name out on the telly.
Well, yeah, I mean, I bandied that name about for a while. He's been over and slept around a bit. And but that's what you do when you're on holiday, isn't it? Isn't it? Why not? Not anymore. Not anymore.
No, but none of that.
I don't even remember sex. Do you? I don't.
And that was even before isolation, darling. I'm sorry.
Oh, I know. But mind you, I've worn this and I'm terrified one of them's going to pop out.
We just keep controlled up and down. Now we've got hello Drew. I'm just reading some comments that are coming through on her Facebook. Great stuff, Dean. Yes, absolutely. Dean does an amazing job
Drew
with it.
Downing, one of our performers that were on.
Yes.
Absolutely wonderful.
And I did see one pop up. Someone comment. I think it's Bettina commenting on my fascinator.
Well, it's
Thank you.
gorgeous.
Yes.
She makes all her own.
I do.
All of that. Everything
Thanks.
she's wearing, she made.
No, Witchery did. Thanks.
No. We should need to move on, don't we?
I want to see our first musical guest.
Well, we love the fact that we always have a couple of fabulous performers each and every episode. And I love this woman, award-winning and utterly fabulous, the one and only Michaela Burger.
I am out here, Murray. And I'm not discussing this anymore. You don't want to buy me a fur? Well, that's just fine, Murray. It's not like I'm asking for much since you won't buy me the dog or the beach house in Quark. As if we didn't have the money. What else is new? I'm not gonna fight for coats, so never mind, Murray. If that's what's important to you, at least I know where I stand. So Murray, strike up the band because the time has come for action. Here's what I'll do. Clearly I'm not wanted anymore. No, I'm not so young and beautiful. That's okay, I faced defeat before. I'm not gonna kvetch, I'm not gonna cry. It's not gonna get me what I want, it's also gonna take one.
I bet it is. Now we've got one more from you now, I believe. What is this?
Oh, that lighting's nice on you, darling.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. On, that's what I like.
Oh, yes. That's pretty good on me too. Thanks. How are we going? I think we're looking.
We believe we might be ready. We might be ready. And, but until we are, I would now like to do an Enya maybe.
Everyone ready? About to go.
We're ready.
Oh, shit, we've got to go.
Okay, and we're...
Can we have something on our monitor? No drama if not.
Doesn't matter, let us know if it's on, yeah.
Okay, we're
Wow.
Well, we believe we
that was
lost.
fun.
I know.
That was a first.
Yes.
Yes. So
we lost transmission, and it happens, doesn't it?
Well, it does. And our fabulous team in the background, Darcy, was working furiously on his laptop to try and get it going. Gavin's mouthing something. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Two
Everyone's
thumbs up.
all right.
So we're just going to. Oh, good.
Well, listen, we don't want to blame Michaela Burger, but we will. And it happened on Michaela's watch.
She was singing so furiously and fabulously that the internet just went, can't deal, can't cope.
Are we able to go to Michaela live now? Is that right? Are we able to do that? We will try to get Michaela. Are you there?
Hello, Michaela, are you there?
Oh, lovely.
Wow.
What a voice.
You know what, I keep saying every episode, there are so many artists that I've not yet met. I know you have great relationships with them, but love my singers. And, it's so lovely to meet this amazing woman. We're about to speak to her now. Michaela, are you there, doll?
Hello, I'm here.
Yay!
Oh, you look gorgeous.
Ooh, you are bringing the sparkle tonight, girl.
It's just my quarantine isolation outfit daily.
Fabulous.
Yes.
You've been doing a lot online, haven't you?
I have. I've been doing sequin sessions, hence the sequins and the backdrop. But I'm having a bit of a pause I did one last weekend, but I'm just kind of doing it whenever I want now because it was I was doing 3 sessions a week for children and adults and babies and all sorts.
Yes, it gets a little much.
Did you feel like there was a lot of pressure to do it? Like you thought, I've got to be busy, I've got to use this time, I've got to be creative and all that. Was that okay?
It was a little bit of exhaustion probably because I jumped straight into it. I was supposed to do a massive tour, of course, like everyone else that got cancelled. And so I just sort of quickly thought, what can I do instead? And I'd had this idea in the back of my head for years, like maybe like 2 years. I thought, I should do something like Sunday sequin sessions, And then I was like, okay, this is the chance to just do it. So it wasn't so much a pressure from externally, but more like, it's a good chance to do something different.
Well, we're used to motivating ourselves, all of us. I think we thought it would be a wonderful idea to do 2 nights a week, didn't we? It turns out it wasn't. But you live and learn. No, we are loving it. And you are, for you, an award-winning performer. You travel the world. And all of a sudden, the doors are locked, you're not going out, and you need an outlet, don't you?
Yes, although I am enjoying being at home, I must admit. We tour a lot, right, Dolly? I always see you on the circuit in Edinburgh, in Perth, everywhere. And my husband...
I don't win awards, though. I don't win the awards.
So I try and steal a few.
Oh, yeah.
So try.
I get an audience-ish, but this young lady wins all the awards. You are amazing.
But, my husband's like, that's what you look like. It's so nice to meet you, So it's been really, really nice.
I bet it is. Now, we've got one more from you now, I believe. What is this? Is this a bit of a fave?
A bit of a fave. It's from Spamalot.
Fab.
And it's called Whatever Happened to My Part. But as I was going to perform it for you guys, I thought I have to change the words ever so slightly to suit our current situation. I can't just sing it like it's from the show. So it's a kind of quarantine version of Whatever Happened to My Part from Spamalot.
Fabulous.
What more do we need?
Oh, amazing.
Over to you. Mwah.
Whatever happened to my part? It was exciting at the start. Now we're halfway through lockdown, and I just want to go to town. I've been off stage for far too long. It's ages since I've had a song. This is one unhappy diva. The world has deceived her. There is nothing I can sing from my heart. Whatever happened to my part? I am sick of this career. Now we're stuck in reverse gear. Up to here with frustrations and with fears. I've no bookings, no world tours until 2055. I'm constantly replaced by streaming live. Streaming live. Whatever happened to my show? I was a hit, now I don't know. I'm with a bunch of desperate artists prancing round the interweb. I can't even go to the pub. No funerals, weddings, or nightclubs. Out looking for a gig where they can kiss my fig. It seems to me we've really lost the plot. Whatever happened to my... Don't call my agent, don't bother. Whatever happened to my... Not yours, but my...
that's how you do
Professional, isn't
it.
it?
And I think she was thinking about us.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to your show?
Listen, we've never meant this more ever. That beautiful woman has got a PayPal link. We would love it if you'd make a donation to that brilliant performer for not even mentioning what went on earlier with a technical glitch. It happens on the big shows, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Oh, I remember going to Miss Saigon. And when the
What year was that?
helicopter came down, it was wonderful. I loved it. But it's got nothing to do with that. But make a donation if you would. It'd be nice.
I got a little fun fact though. That was from obviously Spamalot, and I did some millinery for the production of Spamalot 15 years ago or so.
I think you mentioned
Fun fact. No, that was off camera. These people didn't hear it. You just have to listen to it again. Oh, look what I have to put up with.
I know. I blame Darcy. Oh, I
We can blame everything on Darcy tonight. Right, we've got to get a move on because we've got some time. We've got to catch up.
I know. Only
what's on
1 hour to go. We've been nipping around the country, getting different opinions from everywhere. Last week,
Sydney. Yes.
Dan Murphy. Oh, he's full of it, that boy. This week, we're off to WA with the famous Sharron.
Is this famous Sharron? Famous Sharron.
Hello, famous Sharron here with Taste of WA.
How famous are you?
Last week, the paparazzi followed me for hours because I hired them.
All right.
Yeah. Hi, dolls. It's me, famous Sharron. Very famous for nothing at all. Find me on the internet, dolls. Famous Sharron. 2 R's, one of them silent.
Oh, lovely.
Well, that is why we love this woman.
Welcome to the family, honey.
Oh, welcome. Where are you? Famous Sharron.
Hello, dolls.
Oh,
I'm
Lord.
in Westralia, coming through the internet to you.
Oh,
You look gorgeous.
I know.
Yes.
What, doll?
Yes, that storm hasn't affected you, has it?
No, dolls. I'm north of the river where nothing happens, not even storms.
Love it. Now, you are our WA correspondent. We want to know what is going on in WA.
Oh, dolls. Well, as the face of WA, I'm so excited to bring you all of the things that are happening in the WA and the world. We've actually got something amazing called the porch placemaking, where, if you're still a bit stuck in your house, you can chalk up the street, you can decorate decorate it, maybe just put up all your Christmas decorations because we all want this year to end. And then basically, I think it's like low-key arson in your neighbourhood, but with consent. So you just go around and see each other's porches. So you can check that out on the linky. We've also got a bit of no lights, no lycra. I feel like that's how we've all been living for the last 2 months. So that's pretty easy to slip into.
I love that. And how are people knowing about this? Like, is it a Facebook thing? Is it where are people finding out about it?
They've just got an old-fashioned website, Dales. I think it's run by the 35+, so they don't know what a live stream is.
Still got MySpace.
You're very advanced, yeah.
I did one of those, no lights, no light.
How did that work out?
I liked it. It was really good.
Yeah?
I wouldn't do it again, but I did love it.
I'm so shocked you liked it. There was no spotlight. It was my worst nightmare.
I know. It was all in the dark.
Just trying to... Do you know, Dolly, I've gone full ISO fitness, though. I've even released a fitness video, if you're interested.
I am.
It goes for under 2 minutes, and it's mostly water breaks, so get involved. And I also am releasing a new session next week. I just leave 6 months between them. Sorry. It's called Thought Yoga. So it's where you mainly just think about it. I think a lot of people will get into that one. But just always remember, Dolly, you know my rules. always, take a week to recover and a selfie for social media. And
Yes.
away you go.
You both went to the same school, didn't
Well,
you?
no, listen, I learned of, whenever I go over to WA, I learn of this woman, literally the icon of WA, literally. I mean,
Face of Wa,
unbelievable.
I prefer
Face
the
of
Face
Wa.
of Wa. The Face of Wa. And, you know, Dolly, you're so fabulous, but that's half your problem. You try too hard to be talented when you could be famous for nothing.
Well,
Yes,
No,
many
no,
would
no, no.
disagree. Shut up.
back to Wada. What else is happening in WA? Enough about her, please.
Dolls, we do.
Oh,
We've got
oh my, top liver. Oh my God.
We've got Digital Drag Factory happening. It's like
Oh.
14 plus drag shows in one. It sounds like too much, but it's just not enough. And just make sure you've got a good internet connection. Otherwise, it's a digital lag factory, and that's not a good time for anyone.
That's a wah-wah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and very exciting. This is very big in WA right now. Is we're making portraits out of preservatives. So we're trying to preserve the art.
Is that
know
a
if you've-
Vegemite or something?
This is our premier. He's one of the ones doing a good job. Yeah. So. And someone's done him out of meat pie. Someone's going to do me out of lamingtons next week. So
an edible portrait.
Wow.
well, look,
What would you like to be made out of? you think?
Oh, M&M's. Yes. Just lots of nuts. I love the nuts. I've always loved nuts.
Yes, we've heard that.
Yes.
Not lately, though.
nuts you can suck on. Yeah.
It's gone.
And on that note, oh, you are a wonderful addition.
Fabulous.
Really.
We are
I mean,
so-
you really are.
And you've got the token drag organza wrap in the background too. I can
Yes.
see that.
This is just my Monday outfit.
When you're dropping the kids off
So
to
I
school,
can't
love.
wear it today. Oh, yeah, no. This is the one I just do impromptu assembly speeches in, you know, when the kids
Fantastic.
need a bit of a pep.
When they need to hate you just that little bit more.
Well,
My kids are always like, oh my God, Mum, I can't believe you're doing it again. We're so lucky.
And lucky they've gone back to school today too.
yes.
For their sake.
God, yes.
Looking forward to end
And
of term
yours.
assembly though. So
Well, we send you our love, my darling, and welcome. You are a wonderful addition. You really are.
thank you for
Fab
having me.
wow,
Stay
darling.
famous.
Bye.
Oh, the gorgeous, famous Sharron.
She brings the fab water. Wow.
Oh, I love her. Oh, I love it.
Famous Sharron is my new friend.
Oh,
I really,
amazing.
I really like it.
She's very good.
Very funny.
I noticed when I get really relaxed that my legs start to...
I think you just said
Oh, is it?
my legs are really wide.
Well, they are. I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, but I think it's when I enjoy myself.
Oh, do you?
Well, I do.
You let it all go.
Well, I do.
Or let it all out.
Why not? Why not? This is our last episode of Kerrie and Dolly on your network.
I just wanted to give a couple of shout out to some friends watching from Perth, and firstly my brother Joel. Hi, welcome, checking in. And of course our fabulous weatherman and friend Nate Byrne, who is originally from Perth. He is a personality. As he said, he's loving that. Come on, personalities.
Yes.
Who else watching? Before that, Dan Murphy's checked into, so hi, Dan. Not taken from Perth, but from Sydney. Hi. Right, God, we have got to get a move on.
We do. It is the Melbourne Food and Wine Festival. Normally you'd nip out and you'd enjoy it in proper, but we're doing everything online, aren't we? I've just ordered myself a little something for later. Hopefully he arrives, but at the moment we are about to go to Anthea Loucas Bosha. Are you there, Anthea?
Hello, Anthea.
Hello! So nice to see you both.
Thank
Oh,
you. Nice
wow.
to meet you. It's a very, very busy time for you. So thanks for taking the time out to come and have a chat to us all things yummy.
Yes,
Thank
we're
you.
ready. We love food and we absolutely adore wine. Now, I know it's all going online. In what way is it working this year?
Well, we had to postpone our festival in March, which was devastating, of course. So what we did, the ISO Times word of the moment, pivot. We've pivoted this festival to produce an online edition, which has gone live yesterday, and we're so 2 days in. So we're producing all of the festival magic into, we're beaming it straight into everyone's bedrooms and lounge rooms and, wherever they like to relax during these ISO times. So it's a really great program, and I must say there are some, there are silver linings in these ISO times, and perhaps one of those might be being able to access some of the world's best chefs over Zoom or Instagram Live rather than popping them on a plane to get them to Melbourne. So last night we had René Redzepi, who is the head chef at Noma, one of the world's most famous restaurants, join us live, which was fabulous, to talk about how he has turned Noma into a burger and wine pop-up for a little while. And, we have loads of famous, fabulous chefs from all over the world joining us this week, including Massimo Bottura, who you may know from Osteria Francescana in Italy, who is joining us to talk about lasagna. And tonight we have Mauro Colagreco, who's the world's #1 chef at the moment, according to the world's 50 best. And we'll be travelling to the French Riviera on the Melbourne Food and Wine Instagram Live channel, and he's going to walk us through his beautiful kitchen garden in Menton on the French Riviera this evening. So
everyone's really adjusting to these times, aren't they? But I guess what people are wanting, though, it's wonderful to hear and see where these amazing chefs are coming from and in their kind of in their own environment. But people want to taste and they want to drink. So how does that work?
Well, there are definitely opportunities to taste and to drink, and you need to just jump on our website at melbournefoodandwine.com.au. So you might like to, for example, enjoy, we've got loads of special edition menus and tastings this week. So our great friend at Loon Croissanterie, have you guys had Loon Croissant?
Yes, there is nothing quite like that croissant.
I don't know a lot.
I read this on your website because I jumped on to the other day and I went, what a fab idea. Tell us about it.
Oh, the Makasaka. You read about the Makasaka? Yeah, so Kate, the wonderful Kate Reid at Loon has brought back her Makasaka, which is one of her favourite limited edition croissants, and it's a macadamia nut, frangipani and salted caramel filled croissant. I must admit, I was hoping to get some over to you guys this afternoon, but I couldn't quite make it happen.
Oh,
well,
wow.
Maybe, you know what? I couldn't make it happen this afternoon, but I'm hoping I can get some over to you later on in the week.
We will.
Well, I mean, we don't want to be any... Yes.
Yes, thanks.
We would love that.
Croissants.
I can get you some.
Anything.
You know what you've...
We'll get you some Makasakas.
You know what you're very, very good at? You're very, very good at making us feel like we're travelling the world and eating everything and going to these places. And that is obviously what it's all about, isn't it? I mean, we're not able to go anywhere, but we are online. We're able to look at what we want, and maybe in our future, that's where we'll go.
Well, that's exactly right. And also celebrating all the great things that we have in Melbourne as well. So wonderful Nick Stanton at Leonardo's in Carlton is doing a collaboration with the guys from Black Axe Mangle in London. He's doing their very famous foie gras ice cream. If you like ice cream and like foie gras, you can have it all together on a special collab. And there's loads of other things happening in Melbourne as well, like Joe Vargetto at Mr. Bianco is doing a great limited edition menu that's matched to the Italian Job, the great Michael Caine movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah.
You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. We don't know it. Listen, we've got to go, but you have really whet our appetite, haven't you?
Oh, absolutely. We can't wait to receive anything that gets delivered to us.
That's always
but of
been
course,
my motto.
Absolutely. Look out for it.
But of course, you can jump onto the website, which we've popped up on our screen, and people can get amongst it and join in on all the online activities, which is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you so much.
Right, I'll take.
Stop it.
I'll take the cheese and maybe a croissant or two. We expect, so tune in on Thursday night to actually see what gets delivered to us. So many perks we get from the show, don't we?
I mean, not yet.
Keep
But I mean, they better.
We welcome them.
That was a lovely lady, absolutely lovely.
Very hardworking.
Knows her food and wine, and she better deliver. That's a hit. That's all I'm saying. It's better deliver.
Well, we've got a new segment. Well, normally we this time of night on a Tuesday we'd be seeing Sexy Galaxy's King in the Kitchen. That'll come back a little bit later on down the track, but we will be catching up with Mama Alto because Mama's role with the Midsumma Festival is broad and varied and amazing. So we're going to cross to Mama now to have a chat and see what's going on. Are you there, Mama?
Yes, I'm so thrilled to be here tonight introducing the first of our Mama's Midsumma Moments. And we've got a lovely little video package to tell everybody at home what Midsumma is all about.
Oh,
fabulous.
Roll that tape.
When people think of Midsumma, they often think of the two biggest events, Midsumma Carnival and Midsumma Pride March. And those are fabulous days out, but many people don't realise that Midsumma is also so much more. Midsumma Festival is Australia's premier queer arts and cultural festival, bringing together a diverse mix of LGBTQIA+ artists, performers, communities and audiences. Every January, Midsumma Festival expands over 22 days with an explosion of queer events that centre around hidden and mainstream queer cultures locally and internationally. Our festival program is made up of diverse art forms and genres, including visual arts, live music, theatre, spoken word, cabaret, dance, film, parties, sport, social events, public forums, and more. In 2020, Midsumma Festival featured over 194 events involving over 5,000 artists, creatives and culture makers across over 100 different venues across Melbourne and wider Victoria, and audiences of over 260,000. But that's not all. In addition to the 3-week festival each summer, we work year-round to provide artists, social changers and culture makers with support and tools to create, present and promote their work. Year-round, our artist development programs, like Pathways and Futures, help LGBTQIA+ artists reach new levels of creativity and expand their careers. Our workshops link artists and communities, engaging creativity and unforgettable experiences. Our commissions give queer artists and culture makers the platforms and resources to highlight unique and important perspectives and breathtaking artworks. Online, the Midsumma blog, and particularly at the moment our digital hub for queer arts and artists during COVID-19, connect our communities and our artists so that year-round, wherever we are, in isolation or not, queer arts and culture can thrive. We love Midsumma Carnival and we love Midsumma Pride March, but more than that, Midsumma is the year-round centre for excellence in LGBTQIA+ arts and culture. We can't wait to see you soon, whether that is in an audience, on a stage, online, or through any of the platforms where Midsumma celebrates and uplifts queer arts and culture.
Well, I mean, I love Midsumma.
It is my favourite time of the year, and it is so much more than just Carnival and Pride, which is amazing in itself.
Yes.
But it's all about finding those incredible artisans that we have in our community. And Mama Alto knows them a little bit more than we do.
Oh, yes. Oh, my love. We're looking forward to your season of bringing us new performers.
It's just so exciting to have these Midsumma Moments on the Kerrie and Dolly House Party show, and because really a lot of people think of just Midsumma Carnival and Midsumma Pride March, but actually we're a year-round centre for arts excellence, because there are so many excellent artists like yourselves as well.
Well, but that's why we need you to bring us the jewels in the Melbourne crown, and I believe you've got one for us tonight.
Yes, so tonight we're going to be showing you a demonstration of an art form called whacking. Whacking, it is not as naughty as it sounds.
No, I was going to say, I thought I remember you. Yeah, no. What is it?
Whacking it's actually, so you might know of voguing, the classic queer dance style from the US. Whacking evolved at a similar time in the US, and it was mostly a dance style done by performers of colour. And it was really then adopted all across Asia Pacific by different performers. And it's an empowering kind of artistic arm dancing that young queer performers across Asia Pacific now champion. And as part of Midsumma 2019, our season just gone, we had some whacking workshops with experts from across Southeast Asia. And we had an amazing disco party for Lunar New Year at Melbourne Museum. And that featured a whacking dance-off.
Wow. Well, we would love you to introduce your artist, Whack Away.
So tonight you're going to be seeing Andy Kuramoto, and Andy's bringing you a demonstration of just some of the basic dance moves of whacking for you to try at home. Don't hurt yourselves, though.
Mr. Sandman, ooh, bring me a dream. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Calling out around the world, we're dancing in the street. Oh, stop in the name of love before you break my heart. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?
Oh, well done, Mama.
That was quite the montage.
Maybe you were whacking at home watching that. Unbelievable. I love all that music.
And it's costume changes.
Yeah.
Very good. Very busy.
Very good.
Showing us I'm quite broad with them.
We are almost at the end of the concert, but
Yes.
We should let you know that due to a slight technical glitch,
i.e.
we were unable to bring you Mark Jones and Melissa Langton. We will, though. We're going to do that another night, aren't we?
Absolutely. We'll get them back on the show when.
Absolutely. They are very understanding. They really are. And but this week on Thursday, we've got a lot on the way, haven't we?
Yes. Right, who have we got? We've got musical theatre royalty.
Oh, Amanda Harrison.
Fabulous.
That woman is wicked. Wicked, I tell you.
Amazing. Who else we got? Tina.
Yes, Tina Del Twist is on the way. But you're a little excited, aren't you?
I am. And actually, when I told Lexi, my partner, who was going to be on Thursday night, she was like, can you show her my record that I've got, the 12-inch? It is
Kate Soprano, the lovely Kate Soprano.
Yes.
It is the Melbourne International Jazz Festival.
Fabulous.
And we're going to get Kate Soprano on, and they're just very exciting.
Amazing.
We love that woman. We love that woman.
Fabulous.
Lots more. All our usual friends will be joining us.
Molly Melodrama will be back.
Dina Curie, Judy.
And us.
Oh,
In the meantime, we'd love you to follow Kerrie and Dolly's Facebook page for any updates behind the scenes, all the shenanigans. Today shall be known as the day we went down. But we got back up again.
Black Tuesday. But we want to say goodnight for now.
Good night. See you soon. Bye-bye.